Today, what I'm going to show you is how to start ranking a new website like you can see right here. So this website, it started off at like 0 clicks a day. It was getting no traffic at all. And I'm going to show you the strategy that helped us go from like literally zero to over 100 clicks a day. And you can see the traffic is growing nicely. And also one big thing to note here is that since the core update came out, the Google core update that just finished rolling out, this website has popped off, right? It's crazy stuff. So I'm going to show you exactly why this is, how it works, how to do it yourself, how to replicate the process, and what we're using to win right now with AI SEO using Claude and how you can do this yourself, right? And you can see the traffic speaks for itself. Like this is free traffic we're getting from Google, we're ranking this website, and it's quite easy to do. And if we have a look at one of the top ranking articles right here, this was an article about Agent Zero. Basically, what we're doing here is we've got this really nice article and we're using Claude Code to help us rank with it. So let me break it down. In fact, we can actually do this inside Claude. So if you don't even use Claude Code, but you want like a simplified way to do this with Claude, I'll break it down for you side by side. All right, so if we take a look at this example, what we are doing right here, if we check this out, is we are number one, we are putting the keyword inside the title, right? So Agent Zero versus OpenClaw, right? We make sure that we put the keyword inside the title. Now, I'm going to put this into a little prompt that you can basically steal from me. And then what you can see here is that we always front load the keyword inside the introduction as well, right? So front load the keyword inside the introduction of your articles too. And to build this prompt, you would basically put keyword equals here. And then you can see that we just add in line by line the key elements of this, right? So one thing that we also like to do here is embed a video. So embed a YouTube video right at the top. The reason for this is number one, like it's going to increase the time on the page, which is good for SEO. But number two, it actually increases trust, right? Which means that our content converts better. Now, you can see in terms of converting on the page, we have a book a course, strategy course. So this leads to our SEO funnel. We have a button down here where people can type in. And then we have this section here on the page. Plus, we funnel traffic to this page right here, to the AR profit boardroom, right? And so when people go on this page, it's designed to optimize and it's designed to convert clicks into sales. Now, as we keep scrolling down here, what you can also see is that we put the keyword inside the headings, right? So what we do is we add a keyword inside the headings, every heading, and we also format this with H1s, H2s, H3s, etc. So the page is nicely formatted. And then as we scroll down here, you can see every sentence is really easy to read, right? Every sentence is on a new line. So every sentence is on a new line too. And as we scroll down the page here, you can see that it just covers every angle of the particular topic. So we cover every single angle of the topic. And then we also have this nice table of contents embedded here, right? With links to all the headings and everything else. So add a nice table of contents with links to all the headings. And I'd recommend write this in Markdown format. The reason for that is like when you paste this into WordPress, well, number one, Claude understands code better than most humans. But number two, it's going to format it in a way where when you paste this into WordPress, it's going to look nicer, right? It's going to look better. And then we include our funnel links throughout the page as well, right? So include funnel links throughout the page too. And that's basically it. And then we add frequently asked questions at the end. So we add short, frequently asked questions at the end of the page, right? So for example, which tool handles complex reasoning better, which platform, blah, 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 right? These are all FAQs. And you see at the bottom, we have like these internal links to our page as well. That funnels authority to the other pages on our website that just make this look better, right? So for example, if we have a look at this, this is a new page that we created today, ranking for the keyword Hermes V0.9, and that's looking pretty nice as well on the page too, right? Pretty easy and simple to do this. So if we go back here, now we've got the full setup, as you can see, that we can plug into Claude, right? So now what we can do is we can put keyword equals, and we can do this for any article or any keyword that we want to rank for. And to find the actual keywords, we go after predictive keywords, right? We go after trending stuff that's popping off, right? The reason for that is number one, it's easy to rank for that. Number two, we get there before anyone else. And number three, like the search volumes for some of this stuff is crazy, right? So for example, this is another website that's doing pretty well. And you can see here, these are all predictive keywords. Like for example, Moltbot, Alarma, Vision Claw, right? Anti-gravity kit too. This stuff didn't exist a year ago, right? These are new keywords that are trending right now. And so if you want to find this sort of stuff, you would just go inside Google and just type in, for example, let's say I'm trying to rank around OpenClaw keywords. Well, I can see like OpenClaw versus Claude Cowork versus NA10 versus Claude versus Clawbot, etc. Right? And so these are all keywords I could try and rank for predictively. And so if we go back into Claude now, we can take one of those keywords. So let's say, for example, we want to rank for like OpenClaw versus Claude Cowork. We'll take that keyword as an example. We'll plug that in here, and that's actually going to write the article. Now, the other thing I forgot to mention here is if you actually look at the page, we can see how long this is. Typically, I think our articles are about 1,500 to 2,000 words. So let me just double check inside a Google Doc for you. Yeah, so about 2,000 words, right? That's another part of the prompt that we want. But you see how we're quickly creating this article that we can just paste in directly to WordPress, right? And it's fully automated with Claude. And then all we need to do is just like quickly have a look at it, quality check it, make sure it's good to go, and then we can paste it directly into WordPress. Now, the other cool thing about doing this with Claude is like you can actually plug the Claude API into OpenClaw, and you can give OpenClaw your WordPress login details. Or you could, for example, plug this into Hermes and give Hermes your WordPress login details, right? But the main thing is here, you can create a beautifully formatted page that actually ranks. I've shown you proof that it actually ranks, and then you can plug this into WordPress, and it's pretty simple and easy. Let me show you how that works. So if we go into my website here, we'll just log in. Let's log in there right there. And the crazy thing about this as well is like there's actually a Chrome extension called Claude for Chrome, which means if I was using this inside Claude Cowork or something like that, I can actually quickly just go into Claude Cowork and say like publish this to my WordPress website, right? And it will just navigate to my WordPress login using the Chrome extension. I don't need to click buttons. It's going to control my screen, and then we can go from there. I have tons of training on that on my YouTube channel if you've never seen that before, but yeah, that's basically how it works, right? Now you see here, sometimes, for example, there's two things I would add to this prompt, right? Number one is like I would actually make sure it's 2,000 words. And number two, you see how it still thinks it's in 2025? It's like, no, 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 no. It's not in 2025, right? And so this is why you need to quality control this stuff. But it's quite easy to just take that and change 2025 to 2026, right? Bear in mind, like OpenClaw didn't even exist really in 2026. Now, if we go down here, we can copy this from Claude. We can plug that into WordPress like so. You see how it's written in Markdown format? And so if we go to visual now, it's basically written in Markdown, right? So what we want to do first is we're going to go down to Markdown Live Preview, paste that in over here. So I've got a picture of Rick Astley. Okay. And then we're going to go down here. We're going to take that. We're going to plug this in over here, go into visual, and then boom, look at that, right? That's looking pretty nice. All we need to do is actually manually embed a relevant page. But you see how we've even linked to our funnels over here? So this page will link directly to the AR Profit Boardroom. And again, you want to quality control this stuff. Like I would actually feed in the prompt a link to the AR Profit Boardroom because it's got confused there and it's linked to the wrong page, right? That's not the right URL for the AR Profit Boardroom. But that's basically how it works. Now, if we wanted to quickly preview this before we publish it, and again, quality control the elements before you do this, right? So you want to quality control the date. You want to quality control, for example, the links, right? This is why you give it a read before you publish it. You don't just smash publish as soon as you create the content. You read through it. You make sure it looks useful. You make sure it makes sense, etc. Right? Even the table of contents here, you want to fix that. I think we actually have a plugin on our website that automates the table of contents. We don't publish it like this because if you have a look here, it's linking back to Rick Astley, which we don't want, right? And that's basically how it works. So it's created the article, it's done the 80/20. You just need to do the finishing touches, which are the table of contents, the links inside the page, the date, etc. That's why you read it. But the 80/20, the hard work, the creativity, the stuff that's time consuming, it's all automated with Claude, and it's pretty simple and easy to do, including the FAQs at the end, right? And that article is pretty much ready to go, right? Pretty simple and easy. It even links back to the YouTube channel right here. So that's how you can do it, how you can set it up, how you can get it working, and how easy it is to do this. If you want to get the prompt for this stuff, what I'll actually do is I'll go inside the AR Profit Boardroom and I'll add that inside the prompts here. So if we scroll down, we'll go to the AI SEO section. So AI SEO automation, we'll add a new page and we shall call this the Claude AI SEO prompt, right? And we'll grab the chat, we'll copy the prompt that we used, and there we go, right? And you just insert your keyword here. And also I would add to this, make it 2,000 plus words, make sure the date is correct, aka 2026, make sure the links to the table of contents actually work, right? And then if you want to add your funnel links, here's how I would do it, right? So the funnel links, I would give it the funnel links, right? So you say, okay, insert the funnel links, and then you just insert your funnel links right there, right? So for example, insert funnel links here, right? And you edit that part of the template. But that's basically how we're doing this, right? And it's working really, really well. Like I've shown you multiple websites. We've got loads of sites like this doing pretty well. Our social media platforms rank pretty well as well using the same sort of process. And the beautiful thing about Claude is like it can create awesome content. It writes better than humans. It's easy to use, and you can get a simple prompt like this and just plug it into your automations. Plus, we have tons of training inside the app on how to do this as well. So if you want to get a free SEO strategy session on exactly how to implement this stuff for your business, how to grow your website, how to increase your SEO traffic, etc., you can get that on goldie.agency. So go to goldie.agency, link in the comments description, or just go to goldie.agency and you can book in a free SEO strategy session where we'll look at your website one to one. We'll give you an SEO domination plan. So you'll get a custom tailored link building game plan so you can generate more lead sales and profits from your website. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building so you get the tried and tested, proven link building strategies that work for us. You can ask our world-class SEO experts any questions you have on the call. You can learn the best link building strategies for your website, how to quickly outrank your competitors with link building, and how to 10x SEO traffic based on what's working for us. So feel free to get that link in the comments description or just go to goldie.agency. Thanks for watching.